Michelle. Barack Obama. This is the crowd. This is the moment.
And I'm sure that we'll find out about that in the hours, if not days ahead. Rick Shankman is with us, historian, one who has been watching these things for, what is this, your 10th? Is that what you told me earlier?
Well, it's been many, many, many.
Your thoughts on this speech, what we'll remember, what worked, and maybe what didn't?
Well, I'll tell you one thing that I thought was very surprising is how much he sounded like John F. Kennedy in 1961. I thought he was going to be quoting a lot of Abe Lincoln because we've been hearing so much about Lincoln. No, there's no Lincoln. The Lincoln Bible was there, but that was about it. Here's how he sounded like JFK to me. JFK came into office and he said, you know, I'm going to be a pragmatist. I'm going to get a lot of bright people. I'm going to set them down in a room, and they're going to work on problems, and we're going to come up with solutions. And that was Obama's approach in this speech. He specifically rejected the old idea, is government the problem? Is government the solution? No, it's just if government works. This is a theme of pragmatism. Case by case. That's reassuring to a country which didn't overwhelmingly elect him in a landslide. And I think that a little bit it was a defensive speech in that sense, in the same way to a certain extent the Kennedy's was. But what Kennedy had done in his speech was he had highfalutin rhetoric. Obama didn't have that. He didn't have that. There weren't any of those high point moments like you had with JFK. Ask not what your country can do for you. I thought that was very, very surprising. It was a deliberate decision on his part to hold down expectations. I think because he has been accused of raising expectations too much. So he's trying to like tamp it down. It's like a cloud over the city. Kind of hold your expectations in mind.
It was clear that there were no rhetorical flourishes, and given that, it was by design. But there was a great sense of the reality of the moment, the vastness of our troubles, and the complexity of our solutions.
Yeah, well, there's no question that, as I said earlier, he had two problems to face today. 1933, FDR, the Great Depression, and 1961, JFK, and hope. You know, this is a schizophrenic moment in the culture where we're very hopeful and yet we're very fearful. He had to thread that. I thought he did a pretty good job at that.